Logan, I don't know where to start. I think that's the most joy that I've seen this Warriors team play with all season long. They beat the New Orleans Pelicans 123-101 in Game 1 of their Western Conference semifinal series. And from top to bottom, you look at Draymond Green, you look at Klay Thompson, everything just came together, and those guys looked like they were having so much fun out there.
Yeah, and I think it starts with Draymond Green. You know, a triple-double in this game, he really showed, and he showed that he was the heartbeat of this team. And wherever he goes, you know, everyone else goes, because when he plays well, you start seeing Klay get into it, you start seeing KD get into it. It's kind of weird to see that not someone that's not maybe your best 1, 2, or 3 players, the heartbeat, but he really showed that tonight.
Definitely. Here's what Draymond Green had to say about exciting the team on the defensive end.
Draymond, some guys would think having to guard Anthony Davis on one possession and Rajon Rondo the next would be quite a challenge. I get the sense that you think it's fun. Is it fun?
It is fun. You know, just trying to mentally, you know, flip that switch. It's completely different in guarding both guys. No, but I have a lot of fun doing it. You know, just kind of switching out on different guys or, you know, switching my matchups. You know, I take pride in that.
Now, Logan, I don't know if you saw this, but so after Klay made his second straight three-pointer, the bench went nuts. Everybody was standing up. Guys were hugging each other, jumping into each other's arms. I was one of the most excited that I've seen the bench this season, and Steve Kerr actually said it was the most excited that he saw Oracle Arena this season. What did you make just sort of the energy out here tonight?
I mean, it was really good. It definitely wasn't of the early days of Oracle, but it was pretty loud. I mean, Oracle's been dead pretty much most of this season. I hate to say it, but it's been a very, you know, boring crowd throughout. So I was happy to see, you know, the fans kind of into it, especially after that play.
So Klay had a pretty funny comment when we asked him about that. Here's what he said.
I mean, every game in the postseason is fun. Whether they're playing good or not, you know, we're so lucky to be playing at the highest level. And when you see your teammates having fun, when you're doing well, it's contagious. And it might not look like I'm having a lot of fun out there, but I really enjoy what I do.
So obviously the Pelicans' pacing couldn't be more different than the Spurs. The Pelicans are extremely fast, extremely quick. They like to push the ball, push the tempo. The Spurs, you know, to put it nicely, are a little older, play a much slower game. Logan, do you think that this type of pacing benefits the Warriors or brings out, sort of opens them up on the offensive end?
Definitely, because you're asking the Warriors to play their game. You're asking them to go run up and down the floor with the athletes that they have and, you know, make transition buckets. So I think when you're basically playing into their hands when you play with a faster pace as opposed to slowing them down. That might give them more trouble. But you play into their hands, and this is kind of the results you get.
Now, Steph Curry did not play tonight. Steph was questionable heading into Saturday's game, and he really wanted to play. He said his knee was feeling good after Friday's scrimmage, but Steve Kerr overruled him. He said, you only had one scrimmage under your belt. We want you to get a couple of more before we let you play. So he's expected to play in Game 2. Logan, how different is this thing going to look on top of what happened tonight, having Steph on the court for the Warriors?
I mean, you got to kind of see what Steph is doing because, you know, all these practices, they're going to have a scrimmage sometime soon, but all these practices have nothing in compared to playoff intensity of playoff intense basketball.
Yeah.
And that's what he's going into, and there's going to be an adjustment period with that. And I expect to see an adjustment period. We'll see if they bring him off the bench, or if they, have him on a minutes restriction. And those are all things that we have to kind of figure out before we say, oh, is he going to be a factor in this game? We have to see how he feels within the offense, and then how the team feels around him.
He'll be a factor. I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say that.
Yeah. One way or another.
One way or another. For Logan, Murdock, and Melissa Rohlin, thanks for watching.